It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Spurs out in San Antonio. Well, for San Antonio, now this is a grudge match. They lost in the conference finals against this squad last season. It could get chippy. It was arguably the biggest story of the previous offseason. In fact, I would say it is the biggest story of the previous offseason. Kevin Durant and his decision about whether or not to leave Oklahoma City. But here we are, more than a year later, and the dust has settled. Do you guys think it was the right move, Kenny?
Well, it seems clear now that he just wasn't on the same page as OKC, but I don't know if it was the best move because, Ernie, they were in the conference finals. But he's going to the team that was in the NBA finals. So if you're looking at winning, good move for him.
Kenny, leave him alone. It's hard to fault KD for giving himself the best chance to win. Yeah, he took a lot of flack for leaving OKC, but so what? All I do is win, 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 no matter what, baby.
Hey,
good move, KD.
And leave Kenny alone. And now let's take it down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off. Thanks for joining us.
Why are you always sticking up for Kenny and not me?
Greetings, everyone, from San Antonio. The Spurs playing host to a Western Conference affair here at the sold-out AT&T Center. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Craig Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. Take a look at the Warriors. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win totals.
And this is what the NBA is all about, competition. That's why rivalries do matter.
They do. It's good for the sport, the TV ratings, the fans, but most of all, when you're a player in this kind of game, the adrenaline rush is incredible.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, DA. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. Well, we'll see two of the top defenses in the league go at each other here. Smitty, what do these teams do so well defensively that make them stand out?
Well, they communicate, they rotate well, they close out. But what they do is they make you play to your first, second, and make you get all the way to the third and fourth option. They take away those first two or three options. That's what makes these teams so good on the defensive end.
Well, like you were just saying during our break, contest, and always contest, huh?
Yes.
So Golden State will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Boston Celtics.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
You know what? The issue that night, the misses became contagious, and the guys lost more and more confidence as it went along.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
But it's not just the size, it's the natural feel for the mid-range game. Not everyone has it.
Now here's Curry. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Picked by Pachulia. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good for 2.
Exceptional play call. Green so talented at taking care of everything off the pick and roll.
Warriors on D. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
And that had to be a defensive mix-up. They know he can hit from that spot.
Yeah, a big miscommunication early. They allow his first points of the day.
Now here's Durant. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Back to Curry. Here's Green, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
Great effort there. Aldridge sniffs out the shot, sends it back.
Murray, the pass to Anderson. Murray dishes to Green. Anderson the screen. Here's Murray. Green with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's Thompson off the drive, and off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Murray kicks to Gasol. Passes to Anderson. Gasol a screen. Thompson against Green. Outside Gasol. But they recover it. In the corner, Murray with it. A second chance effort, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And the Spurs with Pau Gasol and LaMarcus Aldridge up front. A huge front court, long front court. Steve, is that something they can stick with when teams like the Warriors go small?
No, I don't think so, Kevin. That's a challenge for them. Aldridge has to cover the 4 in those situations, and Gasol just doesn't have the lateral mobility at this point in his career.
Free throw good, Murray. And Greg Popovich, also the head coach of the U.S. national men's basketball team, a former military man himself, and of course, guys, very passionate about his country.
You're totally right, Kevin. He's been outspoken, but his actions speak even louder. Doing a lot of charity work in San Antonio for disadvantaged youth. He cares, his players know it, and it's a part of what makes him a great man.
And so Murray nails both of them.
And as great as the Warriors are on offense, the best team in the league on that end last year, their defense is just as good. Had the #1 defense last season. To have the top offense and defense explains why they're so dominant.
Now here's Durant, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And for the Warriors, the defense, Steve, has been the underrated strong point of the team for so long. They just bother shots and make life difficult for opposing teams.
They do. They have great personnel, and they have the ability to switch on defense. Players are so versatile with who they can guard. The communication is excellent, and the rotation on point.
And the first one at the line is good. Steve, is a player, what are the challenges of playing basketball early in a season?
I think getting your body used to the grind, getting your mind back used to the grind. I think those are the challenges. And depending if you brought in a lot of new faces, that could be a grind. But I think more importantly, it's just getting back into rhythm.
Getting in sync with yourself, but also getting in sync with your teammates.
Correct.
And last season, Durant was again playing at a very high level, even after shifting teams and deferring to other stars. And before his injury, there was talk of him being in the MVP conversation.
Which is scary because, you know, when he's healthy, every year he will be in that conversation. As long as he's healthy, he will be considered one of the top players in the league. The defense, fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And it's a tie ball game.
With his size and touch, Durant has all the tools to hurt you around the rim.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Murray, the pass to Green. Gasol, a screen on Thompson. Green kicks to Gasol. And it's blocked. Thompson with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Now here's Murray. There's the dish to Anderson. Murray with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Gasol, and finished off by Gasol.
With authority, Pau Gasol turns up the aggressiveness. Always a good sign for this team.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Curry kicks to Green. Pachulia sets a screen for Green. Feeds it to Pachulia. Fires the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And this is a team they battled in the conference finals last season, coming up short.
Catch and shoot. This is where Danny Green makes his money.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Pachulia with the screen on Anderson. Durant kicks to Curry. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game. Aldridge a screen. And there's the pass to Gasol. Murray dishes to Aldridge. Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Another 3 for Golden State.
Stephen Curry on the defensive end with the nice steal and the beautiful finish.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. And here is Murray after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
Pachulia with the steal. Durant the pass to Curry. With the floater. Outside for Durant. They get the rebound. Pachulia, good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And here is Green. Pass to Aldridge. Out to the right wing. Aldridge a screen. Murray kicks to Aldridge. And again, unable to change momentum here. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Awesome look from Stephen Curry. Outstanding at distributing the basketball.
The Spurs have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Murray dishes to Gasol. Pachulia with the steal. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Pachulia. Durant's got 6.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Now here is Aldridge. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
And Steve, is the big 3 in San Antonio age and retire? How big was it for San Antonio to sign the All-Star LaMarcus Aldridge?
You know, it's huge, Kevin, a Texas native, and it's easy to see why he chose the Spurs. It's been interesting to see him integrate his game into their system.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Laverne, he's checked in for Gasol. Gay comes in for Kyle Anderson. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Mills in for Murray. That free throw good from Aldridge. Steve, more and more we see guards turn to the Euro step to get around defenders en route to the rim. It's a slight move, but it's so effective. Which players do you think execute that move the best?
I think Manu. He's one of the guys I play with, even though he's older. Still to perfection. Kevin Durant at his size is unbelievable. DeMar DeRozan, James Harden. And then I don't know if a Euro step you can call it for Russell Westbrook. He just changes direction. It looks like a sped up Euro step in Russell Westbrook's situation. Those are some of the guys that stand out.
Okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Now here's Iguodala. West a screen on Gay. Here's Curry with the 3. No good that time. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Ginobili the pass to Aldridge. There's the screen. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And LaMarcus Aldridge missing a few weeks last season over concerns with the heart flutter, something he dealt with much earlier in his career with the Blazers around his rookie season.
You know, scary, Kevin, but it's great to see him healthy and playing the game he loves. Those kind of challenges make you appreciate life and doing what you love.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
The Warriors making a switch here. McCaw's checked in. Both free throws good from Aldridge. And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Greg, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is what they purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
The Spurs making a switch here. Bergson is checked in. And Mills kicks to Laverne. He feeds it to Gay. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Golden State's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. West outside. Inside. 14 feet away. McGee's shot is off.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
And Laverne kicks to Mills. Back to Laverne. Here's Mills. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Learning from Tony Parker for so many years how to work off the screen. Great job by Mills.
The Warriors trail. Livingston dishes to Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's McCaw. He's covered by Ginobili. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
The Spurs, a top 7 offensive team for the last 7 seasons. Their passing and perimeter shooting is what really sets them apart.
Now here's Mills. Gay outside. They set the screen. He dishes it to Laverne. 6 to shoot. Mills can't hit. The Warriors leading. Now Iguodala. Good work defensively by Gay.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's Mills. Low block shot on the way. Bergson off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
McCaw kicks to Iguodala. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter of the game. McGee is screen on Gay. Iguodala the pass to McGee. Stolen by Gay. Ginobili with the ball. Pass to Bertens. Dishes to Laverne. Here's Gay. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Spurs.
And they featured a pretty balanced attack, a good mix of the inside and the outside game. There was just no way to come at them defensively because they were so good at adapting to the situation.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Gay.
When you think about a great system and great execution, you think of the San Antonio Spurs. Not the most athletic team. You won't see a bunch of dunks or fast break points. If you love the game, you have to admire how they get things done.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And we've seen a litany of role players come to San Antonio and shoot guys career highs.
Well, you know, especially shooters. This offense gets them the cleanest look they can ask for. There's no great secret in their strategy. It's all in the execution.
Now here's Mills. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gay with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Mills.
Rudy Gay knocked that one down. His three-point shot is getting better and better.
McCaw kicks to Iguodala. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. A baseline J, and that's collected by Gay.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Kicks it to Ginobili. The 3. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for San Antonio. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And work ethic, a big part of Steph Curry's success, as he was not a highly regarded 5-star recruit coming out of high school.
There's obviously ways that you can get better as a player from year to year and find different ways to show, what you're capable of, and that's kind of how, my story unfolded from high school to now, is just adding a little bit of piece here, a piece there every single year.
And he's certainly become not only a complete player, but the kind of true star guys that every team is looking to build around.
When he was drafted, Steph was viewed by most scouts as a great shooter. Not a centerpiece, but boy, were they wrong.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
They just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
They also want to be unpredictable. Mix up the play calling. Keep the defense guessing.
Mills out there with Paul. And there's Laverne. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Bertens in at the 4 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. There's the pick. Here's Young. The shot. No good. Good work defensively by Paul. Now here's Mills. Tight defense on him. At the top of the key, Laverne. He kicks it to Gay. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Nice play. Gay with the quickness to get in close and the size to close the deal.
It's deflected. Young with no one around. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Finds some space out beyond the arc.
Mills dishes to Paul. Gay outside. Spurs passing it around. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. White, he's checked in for San Antonio. Bell, he's checked in for the Warriors. Caspi comes in for Andre Iguodala. Outside, White. They set the pick. Gay kicks to Bertans. Back to Gay. Five to shoot. Tries it from 19, but they'll get another chance. White, left side. Gay, right side. Goes back up, and the layup is good. Gay's got 4 this quarter.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Warriors trail by 5. Young passes to Livingston. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And not sure what he was thinking there. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Outside, White. White a screen. And Laverne kicks to Paul. There's a good screen. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Offline with his 3. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Inside. Here's Caspi. Drops it in from 11 feet. Here's White.
Well, I think Omri Caspi has been underappreciated and didn't play much for the Kings last season. Waived by the Pelicans after injuring that thumb, and hard to figure because he can give you quality minutes.
Now here's Paul. It's a 3-point game. Here's Gay. Rebound by Caspi. Golden State's gone 4 of 8 tonight from 3-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Young dishes to Livingston. Now Caspi. The feed to Young. Launches a 3. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Greg Caspi, an excellent rebounder and a pretty good 3-point shooter.
Versatile, he can play either forward position, and his shooting and toughness makes him a great acquisition.
Here's McCall following the 3-pointer by San Antonio. Puts it up from 15. That one off the back iron and out.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Gay passes to White. Paul outside. Here's Bertans. Kicks it out to Gay. Looking for Laverne. He gets it there. Over Bell. And it's denied. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Bell. Kevin Durant comes in for Caspi. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Patrick McCall. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now here's Curry. 6 points for him. Passes it to Young. Green, the screen. Lets the 3 fly. And the Warriors miss again.
And they continue to control the glass.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Aldridge with it, guarded now by Durant. Shoots it up, poked away, stolen by Thompson. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Thompson uses those long arms to bother his man there. Got to hang on to the ball tight around him.
And here is Murray. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Murray kicks to Gasol. Count it. Gasol's got the lead up to 6 now for San Antonio.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Young outside from downtown. Again, Young missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
On the wing, Green. The dish to Forbes. Gasol up top, feeds to Murray. Clock at 4. Here's Aldridge. Here's Gasol. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And now an 8-point Spurs lead. Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Young dishes to Thompson. And the layup's good off the glass. Thompson's got his first 2 points of the night.
The patience from Thompson there, allowing the shot to develop inside. Outstanding at letting the game come to him.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. The shot missing. Great D that time from Durant. Young from outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Now just a 3-point Spurs lead for San Antonio. They've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. And Forbes kicks to Gasol. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And it's Green with the jam.
Thompson always keeping his eyes up, looking for his teammates at all times.
San Antonio's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Back to Murray. Now the pass to Aldridge. Down low. It's stolen by Green. Curry passes to Thompson. Pass to Durant. Green, the screen. From downtown, another 3 for Golden State.
You know, you have scorers and you have shooters. Kevin Durant is both.
And last season with the acquisition of Kevin Durant, it seemed the Warriors fell into the villain role in the NBA. They became the team fans love to hate as they were viewed from afar as being unfair. Smitty, do you think they embraced that role?
You know, I think they did, either knowingly or not. The physical play and antics of their big men helped that along, not to mention quotes like "no nightlife in Utah."
Outside Curry. He feeds it to Thompson. And it's Golden State with another.
Thompson has one of the sweetest strokes in the game.
San Antonio trailing here. Here is Forbes looking for his first basket still in this one. Aldridge dishes to Murray. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Steve, you were such a great shooter over the course of your terrific career. Is that something that just came naturally to you? Was it learning the right technique early on, or was it just repetition?
You know, Kevin, started off in high school. I was a big George Gervin fan, so I had my elbows out trying to shoot like him. Got to Michigan State, and Judd Heathcote had his little ruler making my elbow get in, and he had this thing called ready shoot. I did that over and over and over. So I would say naturally I was pretty good, but it was repetition and a guy like Judd Heathcote making me a good shooter into a better shooter. And then plus, I played with Tim Duncan and David Robinson one year. You're talking about wide open looks. I led the league in three-point shooting because of those guys.
Both teams will make substitutions. Good on the second free throw. And the Spurs offense for a long time built around the penetration of Tony Parker. Drive and kick.
Well, that's the one thing you love about Pop and the Spurs organization. They understand their style and their system. As he's gotten older, they've gone back to the block, posting up Aldridge and Kawhi. Leonard also fills that ball handler role in attacking and pick and rolls.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
To the inside. Curry with the steal. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself.
You know, people underestimate the speed of Durant. He gets up court quickly.
Spurs trail by 3. Anderson kicks to Gasol. Anderson the screen. Murray with it. He's got 5. Aldridge with it. Now Green defending. Shoots it. Aldridge can't get it to go.
Well, if you're the coach, you're frustrated right now. That's exactly the look you're trying to get on offense.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Ginobili kicks to Gasol. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
A moment here to check out Kevin Durant. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, he averaged 25 points per, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 8 points.
Great hustle from Stephen Curry with the putback.
Ginobili kicks to Murray. Ginobili outside. He dishes it to Anderson. It's stolen by Curry. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And now an 8-point Warrior lead. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Murray, the pass to Ginobili. Gasol setting the pick for Anderson. Back to Ginobili. To end the run. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Steve, what a treat to see Manu Ginobili in his 40s still doing what he does best.
You know, Pop says he never wants Manu to retire. Said he wants to use him like a bar of soap till there's nothing left. And as a former teammate of his, I don't want to see him go either.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
And you have to knock down your free throws, especially when you're trying to make up ground.
Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Murray. And Golden State also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
What stands out to me about this Warriors team is just how unselfish they are as a group. They really don't care who gets the score or the credit. Cheer each other from the bench, and they do it all game.
Now here's Durant pushing their lead to double digits. Durant's got 13.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
32 seconds left in the first half. Anderson, a screen on West. They need this one. He can't hit that time.
I can't believe he hasn't hit a shot all period. Someone else needs to step up and help close the gap.
Durant dishes to Iguodala. Now Thompson. 7 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Iguodala. Over Aldridge. Offensive rebound. West. Some solid defense from Gay. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
Been working out.
Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Spurs?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Spurs trail by 10. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. And it's Pachulia in at the 5. Golden State's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And the basket by Curry.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Aldridge over Green. And it's Aldridge missing.
He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not to be.
Curry outside. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists in the game. San Antonio's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Pass to Green. Aldridge a screen. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Anderson. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Warriors leading by 16. Green, the pass to Curry. Back to Green. The screen from Thompson. Green dishes to Durant. Over Aldridge. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Murray kicks to Gasol. And Durant sends it back.
The standing reach of a center, the mobility of a guard. No wonder Durant sent that one back.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
For San Antonio, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Gasol, a screen on Curry. Here's Murray. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, Steve, it seems like players are getting more leeway to shoot, but the one thing coaches cannot stand are turnovers. That's been universal. And for the beginning of the game, talk about how you can cut those turnovers down.
I think for a lot of players, they have to come in and really start to go back to study film. That could definitely cut down turnovers. Next, I think it has to be something that really, it hurts you. I think a lot of guys turn it over and they're like, well, we're getting to the next play. You got to turn the basketball over, and that has to hurt you. And then I think also a lot of guys make the simple play. Don't go for the fences. Go for the bunts, the singles, and if a guy's open, just give it to him in stride versus trying to create a play. A lot of guys sometimes over-dribble and overthink. Just make the right basketball play.
And keeping your focus, I would think, too, just like in anything in regular life, keeping your focus on something has got to be just imperative.
And communication, you said it right. You focus, communication, that will cut down turnovers.
He hits the second from the line. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Curry kicks to Thompson. Here's the screen. Dishes to Durant. Over Anderson. Pachulia the pass to Thompson. Some solid defense from Gasol.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The Spurs have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
2 shots.
The first one falls. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
Now here's Curry. He's covered by Murray. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Thompson against Green. Thompson outside, just 5 on the clock. On its way from Curry for 2. That's short off the rim. Spurs trail by 16. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Kicks to Gasol. Aldridge against Green. Puts it up from 12. Aldridge's shot is good. Aldridge has got 11 points.
I'm thinking of bigs in this league. Not many have a better in-between game than Aldridge.
Green against Aldridge. Durant in the corner. Looking for Pachulia. He gets it there. Count the basket. Pachulia's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And when he gets the ball that deep, not much you can do to stop him.
He knows what he's good at. Gets the position he wants, then with the tools to finish.
Now here's Aldridge. 11 points in the game. Got a piece of it. The wide open look for Durant. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 15 points for Kevin Durant.
And the passing from Green doesn't just look for his shot, wanting to get his guys involved on every possession.
The feed to Aldridge. He kicks it to Anderson. Gasol inside. Goes up against Pachulia.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
What I love is he takes the right angle, affects the shot without fouling.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Spurs with some changes. Laverne, he's checked in for Aldridge. And Davis Bertans subbed in for Anderson. Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry. Now here's Livingston. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Laverne dishes to Murray. Bertans kicks to Laverne, to the wing on the left. Here's Murray, out to the right wing. Here's Bertans. Back to Murray. Shot to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. The first free throw is good. A different look now for San Antonio. Rudy Gay's checked in for Gasol. Paul comes in for Green, and it's Mills in for Murray. Then for the Warriors, JaVale McGee comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And it's Iguodala in for Draymond Green. No good on the second free throw. And with the business of basketball booming, most players are afforded a pretty lavish lifestyle. There's no doubt, in not only the NBA, but in all sports, certainly a blessing. But Smitty, are there downsides to all that notoriety, all that money, all that lavishness?
Yeah, it is, Kevin. I think the downside is, one, you can't live that lifestyle if it's lavish for the rest of your life. And I think second, it takes away. You are a public figure right now. You have to understand that. And that's the downside. Being able to go out with your family, being able to go out to a restaurant, you got to understand, yes, there's going to be fans everywhere, and it takes away from that. So I think that's the 2 things for me is guys got to understand that lifestyle doesn't last. And I think also, personally, it takes away from what you can do out in public.
Iguodala, no good.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart for the Spurs.
And when you look at this shot chart, you get a good visual of just how often they are settling for something outside. They have to know that this defense wants them to take those kinds of shots, and they would be a lot better off if they recommit to attacking the basket.
And he comes up with the deuce.
You know, last season, Steve Kerr once again having to miss time due to complications from his back surgery. He missed the majority of the team's postseason. But he got through the regular season fine, but it's something that has troubled him off and on.
And San Antonio has possession. Passes it to Gay. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it from 3-point range. Paul's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Warriors leading by 19 points. And having worked with Steve Kerr here at 2K in other capacities, usually we get to rib him a lot and make jokes whenever we see him coaching. But you know, Steve, I speak for everyone in the 2K family when we wish Steve all the best and hope he can overcome these health issues.
I totally echo that, Kevin. Steve Kerr is just an NBA lifer. But more than that, he's a fantastic coach and even a better person. We hope to see him on the sidelines for years to come.
Here's Mills. The Warriors making the shot. Gay with it. West picks him up. Gay passes to Laverne. His 3-pointer is off the mark. Golden State's gotten all 4 of the 3-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
And let's check out some stats for Gay. Good season for him last year. He averaged 18 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Now here's Mills. The dish to Gay. They set the screen. At the top of the key, Laverne. Here's Paul. The Warriors pull it in.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Now here's Mills. Gay outside. Poked away, stolen by McGee. Iguodala against Gay. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Back to Iguodala. And the pass to McCaw. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. McCaw has got 7 points.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Now here's Gay. He's got 8. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. That one's not going to go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. Gay dishes to Paul. Pass to Bertans. Tries to snap the cold streak. And Rudy Gay with the 3. 11 points in the game.
This is the confidence Rudy has in himself. Looking to score as soon as he gets the rock.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. A different look now for San Antonio. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Laverne. And it's Ginobili in for Paul. And then for Golden State, Young's checked in for JaVale McGee. Thompson comes in for Patrick McCaw. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now here's Iguodala. Picked by West. Curry kicks to Young. No good with the triple. San Antonio's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Aldridge kicks to Ginobili. Aldridge a screen. West against Gay. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors.
Long strides Gay takes on the drive is alarming for a defense. Sometimes they have no choice but to foul him.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good.
Rudy Gay has been in the league for over a decade now. A valuable wingman with incredible length.
Outside Curry. Feeds to Thompson. Ginobili grabs the board. A challenging stretch for San Antonio here. And here's Mills from the arc. From deep. David West grabs the miss.
And that's the shot he wants. Just a little bit out of rhythm.
Iguodala kicks to Young. There's the pick. Fires for 3. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Thompson. And that's now 6 points for Andre Iguodala. Mills passes to Gay.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Shooting for San Antonio.
Free throw good. Mills.
and one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
And so he makes both from the line. 9 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And here is Curry. The teardrop falls in. Curry's got 10 points in the quarter.
Stephen Curry mixing up his offense. Now getting a chance to score in the paint.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Nobody holds the ball, not even 1,001. You catch it, it's a shot, it's a drive or pass, whatever you got.
Specific instructions from Greg Popovich. If you don't have a clean look, don't have an open lane, move the ball.
Yeah, and the key is fast decision-making, and that takes great recognition from all 5 guys in terms of communication. That's really what we call chemistry.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Anderson is out there with Ginobili. Then it's White. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the 2. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now here's White. The kick out to Anderson. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
I mean, clearly not on the same page right there. You hate to give away possessions.
The Warriors shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Now here's Curry. He's covered closely. Picked by Pachulia. Young outside. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. Bank shot, no good.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Ginobili outside. Over Pachulia. A nice shot by Aldridge. Aldridge has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Spurs.
The 7'5" wingspan. That's what makes Aldridge so difficult to stop inside.
Curry dishes to Young. Here's Pachulia. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The first one falls. Well, for all the great things that Pachulia did for the Warriors last season, unfortunately, most fans will remember Kawhi Leonard hurting his ankle on Zaza's foot in the Western Conference Finals.
Kevin, I don't think he did that intentionally. I know Zaza Pachulia. He just plays extremely hard. He's done a nice job for the Warriors, being that guy in the middle. Doesn't block shots, but he was huge for the Warriors.
You know, Smitty, as the game grows internationally, we've seen a contrast drawn between the academies, for instance, in Europe and Australia and the youth basketball organizations in this country. Do you think we're doing it the right way? Should there be change, more policing of just how things are run at a very young level?
I think more policing, Kevin. I think also coaches being better equipped to be able to be around young kids. I think also how many games these kids are playing. I think obviously you want them to have games, but when they're playing 5, 6, 7 games in a weekend, I just think that's too much.
Gasol with it, outguarded by Pachulia. It's Gasol missing. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Durant. Durant's got his 7th assist in the game. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Green kicks to Murray. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Curry kicks to Thompson. And across the NBA, we've seen players taking a vocal stance on various social issues. Smitty, you think that's pretty important?
Very important, and I think this generation has done it better than my generation. Obviously speaking out, but yes, they're using their social media tools to come out and talk about important issues. And the one thing you just want to bring light to these issues, and hopefully a lot of people, the more light you bring, the more solutions I think will come about.
Well said. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Murray up on top, guarded by Curry. Here's Gasol. He doesn't hit that one. Excellent D there from Pachulia. Outside Curry. Green, the screen. Thompson against Green. Green with a screen on Green. Thompson misses. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Murray, the pass to Anderson. Aldridge a screen. 6 to shoot. Here's Gasol. Up again, and it's Aldridge on the follow. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
You have to be serious about bodying up Aldridge, or he'll score off the bound all day.
Curry kicks to Thompson. You always hear about a player working extra hard in the offseason when they're approaching free agency, or how much truth is there to the idea, Steve, of a player doing more in a contract year, trying harder?
Well, you hear it. I mean, you hear teammates, you hear guys, competitors, you hear us analysts saying, you know when there's a contract year for a lot of guys, and you look at a guy putting in a little bit more effort. I think the guy that you respect the most is when they play the same way all the time, whether it's a contract year or the first year. A lot of guys do ramp it up and make more shots when it's a contract year.
But that's human nature, don't you think? I mean, if you know there's a prize at the end, the harder you work. If there's a big test at the end of the week, you study harder. I mean, I would just think that's just human nature.
It is, and I think for instance, the teams and general managers, you have to do your homework to understand the type of player that you're paying for a long time.
Now here's Green after the miss from Klay Thompson. And Anderson kicks to Murray. Aldridge with a screen on Green. Murray dishes to Aldridge. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a bad dude right there. Aldridge taking the hit, shakes it off for the score.
Right side Curry. Pachulia. Another shot. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Murray with it. Aldridge kicks to Murray. Aldridge a screen. Murray the pass to Anderson. Now here's Murray, guarded by Curry. Back to Murray. He tries for 3. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Murray's got 6 in the quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Outside Curry. And Durant, here we go. And the wide open shot from Green. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Here's Aldridge, and the dunk by Aldridge.
I'll tell you what, LaMarcus is rolling. Hard man to stop once he gets going.
Now here's Curry. He's covered by Murray. Green, the screen. Anderson against Durant. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Durant's got 9 points now in just the second half. Spurs trail by 17. Aldridge a screen. Murray dishes to Green. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Green. Back to Murray. The tray. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Now here's Green. Spurs working the ball around now. Aldridge with it. Now Green defending. And the dunk by Aldridge.
At the rack. Heartless. Aldridge using his size, being aggressive.
Warriors leading by 17. Durant kicks to Curry. Picked by Pachulia. Now here's Curry. D right on him. It's blocked. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here. The Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in.
One shot.
Free throw good, Curry.
And we know how great Curry is at shooting the ball, but he is also an incredible playmaker. Very, very aware of how to draw the defense to him and get an easy layup for a teammate. He's underrated as a passer, mostly because his scoring is so incredible.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now here's Curry. They set the pick. He feeds it to Durant. 6 to shoot. From down in the low post, it goes. Durant's got 24 points. Steve, when you think about Curry and his playmaking, the assists are easy to count, but the gravity he has on the floor, all over the floor, creates shots for others by itself.
And if you're on Curry's teams, you have so much attention drawn off of you. When he has the ball, Kevin, defenders have to be aware of Curry at all times. Opens up so much space for the other shooters.
Count that one.
Well, when they give him the lane, Rudy Gay loves to create off the dribble in these situations.
Outside Curry. High arcing shot and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Steve, with the way Curry has transformed this Warrior team into perennial title contenders, the MVP awards and all the hardware, how soon is it before you start the conversation of where Steph Curry falls among the all-time greats?
Well, Kevin, I would love to start that conversation with most players when their career is over or close to being over. Curry has an unbelievable resume, but I will say, as of right now, I can say he's the best shooter of all time. NBA champion, multiple award-winning MVP. Now it's just about longevity for him.
The first one falls.
Stephen Curry is shooting better than 90% for his career at the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Curry. And Smitty, I heard somewhere that both Larry Bird and Kevin Durant did a lot of wrist strengthening exercises when they were growing up. How important is wrist strength to basketball players and especially shooters like yourself?
You know, when you're taught the game of shooting the basketball, Kevin, they say get your legs into it. But there's sometimes you are in situations where the only thing you can do is use your arms and your wrists. And you see guys right now from a flat-out standstill position deep behind the three-point line, a la Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. They're just shooting it with all arms and wrists. So it's very important to strengthen your wrists and your arms.
And did you do that? Did you do any of that wrist strengthening when you played, and did you adhere to that?
I did not, Kevin. All I did was do some push-ups.
Here's Murray. He dishes it to Gasol. Gay against Durant. The drive by Gay. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
One shot. One shot.
That free throw good from Gay. Now Curry. Green, the screen. Durant against Gay. Pass to Curry from downtown. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got assist number 8 now on the night. Spurs trail by 20. Murray, the pass to Gay. Dishes it to Aldridge. On the wing, Green. Gasol inside. Pachulia covering. Gasol no good. Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Durant dishes to Curry. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
What strength from Stephen Curry. Down there with the big boys, taking a bump and finishing.
And replay review now commonplace. In the interest of speeding up those reviews, Steve, the league last season allowing officials at the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey to make the call. You like that decision?
You know I do, but I think sometimes finding a way to speed it up, and I think there's some way where you can have a referee right there on site also can be able to get a chance to see the play, because sometimes technology doesn't get back from Secaucus back to the game. If some kind of way, the middleman, if he's there in his obvious play, that could cut the time, you know, because right now sometimes it's taking a long time.
As long as they get it right, correct? How they do it, who cares? As long as they get the call right, though, to me is the most important. What about you?
I do love that, Kevin, but I think sometimes, you know, human error is a part of basketball. The refs can't be perfect. And so sometimes if they're a bad call, it's just a bad call. You got to live with it.
Now here's Ginobili. Right side, White. 7-foot shot. Goes back up. Over to the left wing. Here's Ginobili. And sticking right with it. Gets the foul with the bucket. And he'll go to the line.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
Now here's Livingston. And Bell kicks to Livingston. Inside. That one goes. Count it.
That's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
Ginobili the pass to Forbes. Anderson kicks to Laverne. Stolen by McGee. 46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. McCaw, the pass to Livingston. Kicks it to Bell. Livingston up top. Light covering. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And San Antonio called for the foul.
Livingston is a very reliable free throw shooter, coming in with a career average of almost 80%. Well, you watch the all-around game of Sean Livingston, and there's a lot to like. Very soft on his turnaround and pull-up shots. Great vision, solid defender. He pretty much does everything well.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And with Livingston, you have to remember that his career was nearly ended by a devastating knee injury. Many players wouldn't have attempted to come back from an injury like that, but Steve, he has, and he has found success.
Kevin, it's hard not to cheer for a guy like Sean Livingston, who has gone through so much. You wonder how great he could have been if the injury never happened. I see him, he could have been playing or would have been an all-star in this game.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the bucket by the Spurs. Four on the shot clock. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much here with Kevin Durant. It seems like even with some adversity thrown your way, you guys find a way.
Well, we're moving the basketball. You know, we're just relying on each other. And, you know, we're just believing in each other, man. No matter what, we just stick together.
It was very obvious that that was the case. Thanks, KD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.